Welcome to my channel. Survive on a desert island. The fattest food is lobster. And this 1.5 kilogram lobster. It's dinner tonight. But to catch this big guy, they also took great pains. Not only used beverage bottles and plastic film, made a desert island limited edition looking mirror, and he built one by hand. High quality became number. Use the forward-looking mirror to observe the bottom of the water first, and we found that there are many little patch bands around the coral reef. Take a big breath as soon as you select your target. Holding a wooden fork and a stone quickly sank to the bottom of the sea. The weight of the stone can accelerate the body's fall. This saves a lot of energy. But when you swim near a coral reef, Lord Bay's breath holding has also reached the limit. You can only float to the surface for a breath. I didn't expect the second dive. I found a big surprise. A couple of lobster whiskers are popping out of the reef. Bay immediately locked on the target. Just plugged it in. Lobster IQ 250. Very smart not to swim fully. And using coral reefs as cover. Bay attempts to change the angle of attack. The lobster just got out of the way like an arrow. He even poured oil and mocked Bay. Met such a smart little thing. Bay can be said to have lost his wife and lost his army. Not only the wooden fork that was originally picked up, broke on a hair. We lost a lot of bodies in the guerrilla war. Force. After so much effort, we must not stop there. And such a cheap lobster must taste very little. Bay locked the lobster's position and attacked again. The crafty lobster dodges 2 forks in a row. He wants to go back to the coral reef and hide. Bay took his last chance. He swam to the reef and slammed in. Now I finally got the lobster. Immediately returned to the shore. Put it on the fire. High-end ingredients, do not need to add any. Article. You can taste the purest deliciousness. Smell the burnt scent in the air. Bay's excited tears flowed down the corners of his mouth. Pick up the lobster. Cut off the flesh's tail. The light senses the heavy weight in the hand. Lord Bay has already smiled. Take a bite. Plump meat fills the mouth. The sweet juices burst from the meat. I don't know how much saliva the photographer by the ground shed. Lobster, although it can provide a large amount of protein and energy, but it doesn't provide the water the body needs. At dawn, and he followed the rocks in search of fresh water. Finally found water seeping from the crack. To collect this precious fresh water, he knotted the end of the twine and stuffed it into a plastic bottle. The head is stuck in the rock crevice, and the droplets change their trajectory. Slowly flow down the rope into the bottle. The water accumulation device is placed. Keep going in search of today's lunch. I smelled a rotten stench all the way. Walk to the source and see a dead bird. His mouth is very sharp. Might come in handy. So he broke the bird's head off. Pocket. The moment you get the bird's head, Bay had an idea in his mind. He found a dry branch nearby. Then take out a knife and sharpen the head. Attach the pointed bird skull to the wood. And then we hold them in place with hemp rope. Here's a nice 3-pronged table. Looking at the perfect work in hand, Bay is eager to try. Going to make a big fire. The coast is littered with deep pools. If you can lure the fish here, you can catch a turtle in your dream. But to get the fish hooked, you need bait. He caught a poor little crab. Tear off all 8 legs and throw them into the deep pool. If nothing else, soon there will be fish swimming over the temptation. Waited for 10 minutes. Lord Bay jumps into the water as Sea King. Harpoon down. The body subsequently. You can use the power of the body falling. Get a powerful impact. Even big fish can get stuck. Dozens of rounds of tossing back and forth. Finally caught a plump triggerfish. The little guy's mouth is so chic. Teeth are very similar to humans, and to cute little buck teeth. On an island, the ones that can rival freshwater are fish eyes. It contains a lot of liquid. Dig it out and put it in your mouth. It's slippery. The liquid flowing out after the bite burst can replenish water. But only one triggerfish can't fill the stomach with pneumonia. And he built a beacon tower out of wood. Night light attracts fish. Bayi is patient and ready to catch a big fish. But there are waves in the water. Confusion of human shadow and fish shadow affects judgment. Waited 10 minutes to see where the fish was. Immediately raised the harpoon and stabbed the fire. Dude, there's a stupid fish on the head. It's not big, but it's a nice blue dot. A second wagging tail is poisonous. However, Bayi focuses on a comer who does not refuse. Put it on the fire and eat it all. Dried crucian carp and thorn kill. Let it have a delicious meal. On an island, only by constant hunting can you survive. Tired of eating fish? Lord Bay is going to get some seafood for a change. A fancy dive into the sea. Picked up a big effort on the stone. It is said that the nutritional value of oysters is several times that of beef. It's a once-in-a-lifetime delicacy. Use a knife to pry open the shell. It's full of protein. Then the internal organs are removed. Pick up the tender meat and smother it in one bite. Food on the island. But water is really very fine. Bayi plans to go to the opposite island to find fresh water. Both hands will be rear drive with legs. You can still ride the wind and waves. After arriving at the island, I found a lot of footprints of the wild second senior brother, but it gave him the idea of hunting. There is a mountain running through the island. Bay also wants to take advantage of. The trees make a funnel-shaped barrier to hunt. As for finding water, it has long been forgotten. Just do it. Barriers were made on both sides of the road. Guide the animal's walking trajectory. Finally, more than just traps at the end. Now everything is ready but the east wind. Follow the footprints with homemade long hair. Every few steps a dark shadow appeared in front of me. The second senior brother heard the last movement. Move forward immediately. After a while, there was a scream of happiness. The leg was clamped, and he quickly turned in circles in place. Lord Bay comforted him not to move. The knife was quickly cut in the hand. This trip is full of harvest. Put the second senior brother on the lumber and slide back. The smell of blood may attract shark attacks. It has to be ramped up. Start processing after it is safe to land. Dinner tonight. Put the hind legs on the grill to dry the moisture. As a reserve grain, in order not to lose nutrients. And cover it with a piece of bark. As for the rest, it's for barbecue. The roasted meat is very firm. The surface is an attractive golden yellow. Bite it down and your mouth is full of oil. A proper wilderness feast.